And that's when it hit me. They're not buying houses anymore, they're rigging the entire damn market. 62% of Americans now say buying a home in 2026 is, and I quote, unrealistic. That's not an opinion, that's a survey from this month. You've probably been told this is because of inflation or the economy. Rubbish. This isn't a market correction. This is the largest wealth transfer in modern history, and you're not the beneficiary. In the next 7 minutes, I'm showing you the trap. Why existing homeowners can't sell, the pivot Wall Street made while you were distracted, and the ownership escape plan. Why? Because sitting in the corner, crying about home prices isn't a strategy. Let's get to it. Now, before we go further, let me address the elephant, or should I say, the asset manager in the room. You've probably seen the headlines. BlackRock's buying all the houses. BlackRock isn't buying your house, but their cousin, Blackstone. Oh, that's a different story, mate. Along with Invitation Homes, Progress Residential, and American Homes for Rent, these blokes collectively own hundreds of thousands of single-family units. Remember what I said about houses not being for sale? There's an entire category of new construction called build-to-rent. Brand new homes, the kind with the fresh paint smell and warranties, being built specifically so you will never, ever own them. We'll come back to that in a moment, but you might need a drink first. Actually, make it a double. The math is disturbing, mate. Let's talk about why nothing's moving. It's called the lock-in effect, and it's not complicated. During COVID, mortgage rates dropped to historic lows. Blokes who bought locked-in rates around 3%, maybe lower. As a result, they're not selling, which means you can't buy. It's not a housing market, it's a hostage situation where both parties are handcuffed to a 30-year fixed rate. Now here's something you can actually do right now. Pull up Zillow or Redfin on your phone. I'll wait. Filter for new construction. Now look at how many listings are for rent versus for sale. In Phoenix, 35% of all new single-family construction over the past 5 years was build to rent. Dallas? 14,000 units with another 8,000 in pipeline. This isn't a conspiracy theory, it's on the listings page, mate. The math is public. Bloody hell. Quick trivia. What's the median age of the average American home buyer? And not just first-time buyers. Is it A, 35, B, 42, or C, 59? Take a guess. The answer is C, 59 years old. The average American homebuyer is now closer to a hip replacement than a housewarming party. In 1981, it was 39. We've added 2 decades to that number in a single generation. Your parents bought a home after 10 years of work. You'll be eligible for a senior discount before a mortgage. What a time to be alive. Right then, back to the show. Now let me show you how deliberate this act is. So, in 2019, build-to-rent construction homes sat around 55,000 units annually. Last year, over 130,000 units. That's a 134% increase in 5 years. Institutional investors spent $40 billion on BTR allocations since 2020, and this year alone, another $25 billion projected. This is what the Rockefellers understood a century ago. You don't sell the oil, you sell the right to use the oil. Forever. Now they've figured out how to do the same with housing. So what do we do? Because give up and rent forever isn't a strategy, it's what they want. Listen closely, blokes, this is the ownership escape plan. Option 1, geographic arbitrage. Every market is not like Phoenix or Dallas, but there are still 47 metro areas in the Midwest and South where monthly mortgage payments are actually lower than rent. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Indianapolis, Grand Rapids. I know. Not exactly the Instagram lifestyle, but you know what is Instagrammable? Owning your home outright while blokes in Austin are paying $3,500 a month for rent. Option 2, the 5-year math. If you're staying somewhere for less than 5 years, buying usually doesn't make sense. The closing costs and transaction fees eat your equity. But if you're staying longer, run the numbers. Because every year you rent is a year you're building someone else's balance sheet. Compare total cost of ownership over your timeline versus rent. Include maintenance taxes and insurance. If owning wins over your horizon, find a way. Option 3, and this is the one nobody likes to talk about. Play the game they're playing. REITs, real estate investment trusts. Invitation Homes is publicly traded, so is American Homes for rent. If you can't beat them buying houses, you can own a piece of the machine that's buying them. I know it feels like surrender, but it's not. It's redirecting the rent you're already paying into assets that appreciate. It's using their strategy against them. Option 4, alternative pathways. FHA loans with 3.5% down, first-time buyer programs, co-buying with family or friends, house hacking, buying a duplex, living in one unit, renting the other to cover your mortgage. None of these are glamorous, but all of them bloody work. The system is rigged, that's true, but rigged doesn't mean unwinnable. It means you have to play smarter than they expect you to. Now then, let's recap, shall we? Existing homeowners can't sell because they're locked into rates they'll never see again. New construction isn't being built for you. It's being built for Wall Street's rental portfolio. And every month you pay rent, you're funding their expansion while they price you out further. But here's what I want you to remember. $25 billion is flowing into build-to-rent this year because institutional investors believe housing is the best long-term asset class. They're not wrong. Which means if you can find any way in any market, any price point, you're not just buying a house. You're buying into the same thesis that has sovereign wealth funds writing 9-figure checks. The ladder hasn't disappeared. It's just been moved. Your job is to find where they put it. If this explained why your Zillow searches felt like emotional self-harm, hit the like button. Not for me. I'm doing fine. For the algorithm. Now, if you think the housing market's a poop show, wait until you see what's coming for your retirement. That video's on screen. Watch it. Your future will thank you. Until then, stay wealthy, stay sharp, and for God's sake, stop paying for someone else's mortgage.